get home with my lady. I kiss her on the cheek, sit down on the sofa, start lamenting. I said, baby, I'm so glad you're home. Oh, my week has been so long. She said, I know just what to do. Let me go get a glass for you and we'll be sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright, yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Sit back, relax, enjoy the time, chillin' with my lady right by my side. She gets a little heavy-handed, but I'm experienced and I can stand it. I'm feeling so mellow, I just forgot about the week. Oh, I'm gonna pour another one or two for my boo. She'll take another one and we'll be sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright, yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Just relaxing, sipping on gin with the tonic on the side and a lemon twist. Imagine this, yeah. Just relaxing, sipping on gin with the tonic on the side and a lemon twist. Imagine this, yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright, yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic, dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Sipping on gin and tonic, sipping on, sipping on. Forget reality, cause I got you and you got me, and we gon' be alright, yeah. Sipping on gin and tonic and dancing in the moonlight. Forget reality for tonight, cause I got you and we gon' be alright. Sipping on gin and tonic. Never thought I'd fallen in love again, no never, but my heart's been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond, 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 beyond. It's been a while now since love's been in this place. You see, many have tried, but no one could take your place, girl. Why you so beautiful? I see the future in your face, baby. Never in a million years I thought that you'd be mine, girl. That you'd be mine, girl. Never thought I would fall. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. But my heart's been stolen. Last forever. We'll go. Ooh, baby. We'll go, baby. We keep going and growing, girl. The best thing is knowing, girl. Cause when we KISSING, all I can say is OMG. You make all things right, baby. I trust you, girl, with my life. I don't want nobody but you. I'ma put my ring on you. Never thought I'd no, never. Ooh, baby. Again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond. We will go so far. Beyond. You'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. We ain't looking for a thing. Yeah, you'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. Never thought I no, never. Ooh, baby. Been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. You hope, baby. I hope it lasts forever, girl. I hope it lasts forever, girl. Hey, 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 hey. You will go, baby. You will go, baby. Ooh, you will go, baby. We will go so far, baby. I hope it lasts forever, baby.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing. I try to describe. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You have birthed the nations, a nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken, you have shown me light. You ignited all my passions, and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of the Senate Podcast. I am your host, Neil, and you're going to have to endure me for the next few minutes. Derek is unavailable right now, but he is going to be coming shortly. But yes, we are here. We are at it again with what we do on a Tuesday. I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is all right. Everybody is coping with how they cope with things, coping with life. Um, yeah, so basically, we are here tonight. I guess I would do what Derek does and plug G-Syndicate. I really don't remember the social media handles, but as you would have heard earlier, you would have heard the sweet singing songs of G-Syndicate. Those guys are the premier acapella group in Barbados. And yeah, check them out. They're on all the socials. I know one of them is G-Syndicate. SIX, I think it is. I don't know. Let me just say that. But check out G Syndicate. They're the premier acapella group in Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Western Hemisphere, etc. Anyhow, how is everybody doing? I don't know how many people we got here tonight. Right now, we have 2 people watching. I hope everybody is well. Those 2 people could sound off. I actually need to share this with. Just give me 1 second. Carrie Ann is here. Shout out Carrie Ann. Hope everything is well. Yes, we are here. Crystal, apparently they call you Tallies, Mrs. Carrington. Well, you tell me last time it wasn't Mrs., so I hope everybody is well. Now, just give me a little bit of second here. We kind of running behind schedule tonight, but I can assure you we are here and we are going to be running route tonight. But yeah, in the meantime, let me know how y'all feeling. Let me know how everybody is going. Carrie Ann, how are you doing? Crystal, how are you doing? Let me at least start the conversation. And prep yourselves, people. Tonight we are talking about friends, the friend zone. And can men and women be friends? And can a man escape friend zone? Or do women get friend zone? Cherish is in the house. Oddly enough, we got 3 women. I don't see any of our men in here tonight, but you know, podcast for men does it would elicit some interest from women, and that is fine. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are running a bit behind schedule. Derek is in transit. Let me put it like that, but he is on his way, and he will come in shortly because he does have a lot to say on this friend zone issue, and we'll be talking. But in the interim, what we can do now that we have 3 women and a guy, the Bucci man Steve is in the house. Steve is in the building. Um, friend zone. I know Steve. We would have had conversations regarding friend zone. And how women would fully entrench men into that friend zone. But I would like to hear from the women in terms of being in the friend zone. I see Carrie Ann saying she's coping as best as possible. Looking forward to the conversation. Thank you very much for that. I see Priscilla is here trying. What about me? I am here trying too, as best as I can. I can't remember who it is somebody say Jack Cure. Life in a bed of roses. He's be talking about prison, but I talk about life. Life is not a bed of roses. And I just try my best to persevere. But anyhow, we're talking about the friend zone tonight. And I want to hear from the women. It's very, very important that I hear from women. I do appreciate the women and anybody that comes into this space and this chat. But because we're talking about the friend zone, I'd like to ask you guys, do you think, women particularly, do you think men and women can be friends? I mean, friends exclusively. I ain't talking about no extracurricular, nothing, no attraction, no physical, nothing. Do you think men and women can be friends? And guys, I want to hear from you too. I know Steve here. But yeah, can men and women be friends? Can men and women sustain a friendship platonically? Nothing else. No I want to see you. I want to get with you. I want whatever. Strictly down the line friends. And if it's very interesting because if women do think that they can, men and women can be friends, I would be interested to hear. I see Crystal say yes. So let me talk, Crystal. Um, I see Carrie Ann. I believe men and women can be strictly friends if that is what they agree to until someone says they are interested in more. Right. So let me deal with Crystal first. Crystal, yes. Um, do you have a male friend that there has never been and there is never any attraction to? I see Carrie Ann say men and women believe men and women can strictly be friends. So what happens in the in that time period, Carrie Ann, when a man, sorry, or a woman says that they want to be more, that they want to have more? And do you guys? It'd be interesting to hear from you, women. Do you have male friends that you have absolutely no interest in being with them in any other form or fashion than platonically? And if so, why? It's just curious. I'm just wondering how that works. Steven, want to hear from you too. Would you mind? Stephen Wu, I would like to hear from you as well. Let me get rid of this. And I really do need to share this link. So give me 1 second, guys, while I share the link via WhatsApp. Meanwhile, let me take a Aston. Aston, Aston, a staff meeting and tuning in. I know that's what that's to say about the Senate or what's that to say about the staff meeting. But anyhow, glad you're here, my brother. Talking to friends zone tonight. Derek is in transit and my camera is spazzing out. What I use for my camera is my cell phone. I use a cell phone. That I use over Wi-Fi, and for whatever reason, it is not picking up. Tango Fox is in the building. So, guys, now that we have, by my count, 3 and 3, we should have a good mix of men and women in here. I am asking about friend zone because until Derek gets here, we want to start the discussion with regards to friend zone. Specifically, men and women, can they be friends? I know Tango Fox. I believe you are married. I think that you are married. And that prompts me to ask about being in a married situation. You're in a marriage. How does that work? Do you have female friends? Does your wife have male friends? That's a very interesting thing because some people believe if you're married, then your friends are my friends, and our friends are our friends, and what is mine is yours. That kind of talk. So yeah, don't be shy, people. So yeah, in my opinion, I have been in the friend zone before. I would say this. I would say that. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Carry on here. When it is said by someone there's an interest in more, it can be complicated, especially if the person receiving the info is not interested. But it can be a splendid affair if both are interested. Now, I agree with that. However, well, I see Steve here. First, you have to ask why women put men in the friend zone, knowing full well they're interested. Is it to keep him? Is it to keep him around to get the validation and access to male benefits, e.g., favors, etc.? Or you like him, but not enough to cross the line into romance? That is very interesting because this is a multifaceted situation. Because there are situations like that where friend zone is like the phantom zone, Steve. But yes, there is that situation where um there are women that know full well that men are interested and men do have that romantic affection for them, but yet still they lead them on. I guess is the best term I could use, or for lack of a better term, they lead them on. And I often wonder why is that. But if you're taking it, we can get to that part of it for sure, Steve. Right now, I want to speak on. Right, okay, so Derek said he can say give him a couple. No problem. But I think before we get to that part, Steve, I want to cover a situation where men and women are friends and there is nothing more. Um, for me, I've been in the friend zone before. The woman knew full well that I was interested in her. The woman I made my intentions absolutely clear through direct conversation or through like intermediary third party people. And yeah, she's still I don't want to say used, but she still, as Steve said, wanted that male interaction and male benefit. You know what I mean? She even once told me, because after a while we did get, I mean, after many, 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 many years, we did get into a relationship. And she did tell me after a while that, she did indeed, for lack of a better term, use me for when she had to bring a plus one to certain things, or she just wanted male companionship or whatever. Um, so it is something that for me it is triggering because I think that from my experience and from how I move with women, I think women know when that there is attraction. I think that the problem, if I'm going to be fair, part of my problem or part of the problem that I would have had before is that I allowed that situation to happen because I wanted access. So basically, while I did say I liked you and I want you, shout out my Feast Johnson and Marlon. I didn't know Marlon ain't here, but I did make my intentions known. But after she told me she was not interested, I still, as Derek would say, gave my non-sexual energy. And she would want to hang out, go to the movies, do certain things that couples would do in an intimate setting, and I still allowed that. But and I think that a lot of men do get caught up in that situation, Steve, because they do want that affection and attention. Um, and now that we're talking about it, it would be interesting. Women, have you ever been put in the friend zone? Do women get put in the friend zone? That's something I would like to know too. Is the friend zone something that is um, exclusively? Do men have exclusive rights to the friend zone, or is that something that is both men and women have to endure from time to time? Um, so let me know. Let me know. Um, it's very is it to me it is fascinating. I feel as though, and this is my own personal bias here, so hold on to your hats. Sometimes I feel like women do have male friends because of certain male benefits that they could bring on, and they know full well that they do have an interest in them more than that. Let me try to get into the chat here. Oh boy, a lot of things going on here. Um, I see Tango Fox. It is possible I have platonic female friends that I help, and there is absolutely zero chance for there. Sorry, there's zero chance that there would be anything between us. I think that's understandable, if especially if you pull that line like, yeah, I'm married, so behave yourself. Some women friend zone men because they want to play the game and see if the guy going to say something first based on observation and conversation with some folks. Like, no, interesting. So they're like essentially romantic chicken or daring somebody to do something. That's very interesting because men will act on their attraction to see if the women would consider him. But it is possible because if women desire denies the man can and will show respect a woman that he is interested in the hope that she will change. And sometimes that doesn't become romantic. Interesting. I was in the friend zone when I was in my teens when I had a crush on this girl, and she knew I liked her, but I was naive at the time and didn't understand the friend zone concept. But after a while, it's a church again, but can be a blossoming friendship. Steve, having been in the phantom zone myself, you were promoted after the guy she wanted didn't materialize. Ooh, that was my case. Tango Fox. I saw that there was no hope, but I just decided to remain friends with her and focus on other things. All right, so it's a very interesting discussion. Um, Obviously Derek is on his way. I think he is gonna come in shortly. But um, what I would say is this: I would say that um, and I find that friend zone usually happens. I assume it happens at every age, but that would more happen to you in your younger years when you are not sure about yourself or you just have no uh, confidence in yourself to deal with certain things. So, for example, um, I think that the trap we men get into with women is that we like the woman, we want the woman, but we kind of going along because she, you know, we like the vibe, we like hanging out, we like the conversations, etc., etc., etc. But one, we don't want to kind of scare off scare off the woman by saying, "Oh, I like saying I wants you," and then two, we don't want to we want to continue having access to the woman, and we don't want to get rejected. Um, so I think friend zone. I honestly, I think the friend zone is weird, John. I think that friend zone is rooted in lack of intention, like either the men or the women not saying, "Here, tune. This way is. This way both. This way tolerating. This way not tolerating." I think that if more people were to say, "I like you, I want you," and you say, "Nah, I don't like you," but still one move as though, you know, we hugging up and um going out and doing the things that people would do in a romantic setting. I think people need to set boundaries. People need to say, "All right, here, too. If this is not what it is, let me remove myself from this, or let's keep it platonic and let's keep it down the line." I know there's a meme going around. There's a meme where a woman would say, "So you're trying to tell me as a friend, I can't suck a fruit roll up off your dick as a friend? I can't do that." Obviously, that's meant to be joking, etc. But yeah. So in my opinion, that's my take on it. I ain't really got much to say on it. I just waiting on Derek right now because I know he would have a whole approach and everything like that. But for me, for my opinion, my opinion is that I think I think men and women can be friends. I don't think it's easy. I think more than likely when a man is friends with a woman, he does have an interest. I know it starts off with some attraction. For the men's side of it, most men are friends with a woman because at some point they would have had an interest or attraction to them. Um, but if you let the person know, "I like you, I want to be with you," do you share the same feelings? No, we should just be friends. That you need to keep to your guns and keep that as a friendship. Because trust me, as a man that went through this before, there's no greater mind messing with you. Like when a woman saying, "Yeah, we are just friends," but then when you get invited to the movies or whatever, the holding your hand and hugging you up and leaning upon you, like it confuses you to absolutely no end. I've experienced that, and it indeed was not pleasant. So yeah, so keep sounding off in any comment section. Let us know your experiences with the friend zone. Women, have you ever been in the friend zone? That is what I want to know. I want to know. I see Andy C. Good night. Most of my present male friends started out with an interest on their end. Very few of them I was ever attracted to, so I never allowed things to go beyond friendship. That's that. I commend that, Andy C. Thanks for joining us and thanks for the comment. But my question to you is, um, did you set boundaries as the person that that men were interested in? Did you set boundaries to say this is what it is, or did you still did you still seek them out for lack of a better term, male energy, right? Did you say, "You know what, I appreciate that you like me, whatever," but and then so did you keep it strictly down the line, or did you still, let's say, message them at 12 o'clock in the night, or um have certain intimate, vulnerable conversations with them that you would not ordinarily have with, let's say, your female friends? Um, let me see here. Yeah. So yeah, just let me know on that regard. Right. So see Derek. All right. So Derek telling me call. So let's stand by here for Derek. Let's see if I can get him. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Just like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. We do content for you 5 days a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We do the Senate shorts. Those are lighthearted, but still have some semblance in the man-woman dynamic mostly. Yeah, sometimes we go off the rails. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m., we come here and we do the Senate shorts. All right, what is going on here? No. Derek, you there? Derek? Wait, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get you here. Derek, you there? Derek. Testing 1, 2. No, I don't seem to have Derek. Wait. Let me see here. I agree with boundaries. I believe men have women in friend zone initially and watch how they move before they actually say they are attracted to them. Would the men on here say that is true? Yeah, that's a very interesting question, Carrie Ann. It would be interesting to hear if that is true. Oh shoot. Derek, you there? Derek? Testing 1, 2. Derek, you there? No, I cannot hear Derek. Let me try cutting on that coming in. Right, so you are watching the Senate podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with us. Technical difficulties, you know how it is. Struggle streaming. Maybe getting millions and we could have a whole studio and everything like that. I hope when it's still rocking with me. Right, so I call it Derek. Yeah, so to carry on's question,
Yo,
Derek, you there?
yeah.
Yeah, so Derek is there. All right, Derek, you are live.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
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 What?
People.
My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. But I'm here. I'm here. How you there?
Yeah, I hear as well.
Good, man.
Rocking with the people and everything. That I was trying to hold on to fort till you got here.
Yeah, man.
Right.
I was listening because I literally just ran in the door, so I was listening. I had a little bit of a shower. I can't company people show musty.
Right,
so
right.
I was listening and heard some of the things you said. So you kind of, open the body well. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
How everybody doing in the chat, man? Hope everybody's doing well and
yeah, everybody cool.
Ready to rock.
Erica.
So we don't any.
Erica,
yeah, man. We see Erica in a little bit.
Yeah, man. Hope everything is well, Erica.
So we're talking about the friend zone tonight, and don't we stand in ceremony? Don't we mix matters? Let me run a video there so for the people and
let me get the video here. So
get into it.
I just got it.
Oh, this is Dwayne Perkins talking about the friend zone.
But in the meantime, Derek, while that is so, I think it's interesting. Carrie Ann has a question saying that men keep women in the friend zone just to see how they move and before they tell them, that they are interested or whatever. Do you find that is so? Do you think that is something that happens?
Carrie Ann is trying to, jump ahead of the gun. But don't worry, we can get there. Just hang in there, Carrie Ann. I ain't gonna long stroke it too long. As the lead attorney would say, I ain't gonna try not to long stroke it too long. So if we can get there eventually, just hang in there with me, and I can get you to that point, right? So let me know when you're ready, brother.
All right, you're on the screen. So we going forward. Wait, this ain't got no volume. Wait, hold on.
Jeez, on braid. Don't tell me so. Anyhow, all right.
Wait. You hold on a minute. Let me see if I set up or nah. This ain't got the song.
All right, no problem. But let me get straight in it then, right? Let me get straight in it. So yeah, yesterday we released a short of a guy that was firmly entrenched in the friend zone, but he didn't seem to notice, right?
Oh, you mean
Te quiero, mi ma bonito, right? Love that
Juanito, yeah.
Bonito. So Juanito showed up at his love interest gate with a sound system and his friends in tow to record, only to have another man come out like a true villain, complete with black cowboy hat, no less. Put his arm around her, and show that he was really the bigger mobby, right? So after watching that short and seeing young Juanito rolling his R's and ugly crying, as Neil would say, I felt it necessary to bring this topic tonight. There are so many of us who end up in the friend zone, and we have absolutely no idea what it looks like, how we got there, and more importantly, how to escape. So, because this is a bit of an academic channel, we don't just come and talk out of our ass when the night come.
Contrary to popular belief.
Contrary to popular belief, we do like to bring stuff that is rooted in data and fact and all that. So we are going to have an article, right? You're going to get an article here. Let me send that to you, Neil. Just a little scrambling a little bit, but this is from the Gentleman's Journal, right?
You sent an article. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. Just
right?
Kidding.
Yeah.
Let me.
And this article is aptly named How to Escape the Friend Zone, right? So we can look at this article, we can go through the article, then they can come back, we can chop it up and everything, right? So just let me know when you're ready, Neil.
Probably just give me a few seconds in. First couple of slides on.
Yeah. For those of you that are watching tonight, you are watching the Senate podcast. If you're under the sound of my voice, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that good stuff. The price of admission is the like button. So, organize the men, do something there. So hit that like button. Because this is going to be an interesting conversation, right?
Hard or soft?
It's hard or soft. It's going to be an interesting conversation.
All right. The first slide on.
Yeah. So how to escape the friend zone. Break the tension, break the touch barrier, break free. It's now or never, gents, right? Because, it's mostly BB men that's in the friend zone. Right? So here we go. You've probably heard of it. You may know people who have involuntarily ventured there. And if you're exceptionally unlucky, you might have even been trapped there yourself. The friend zone. A deep. Let me get great music for that there. So the friend zone. A deep, dark, and thorny abyss of unrequited attraction with no apparent or dignified way out.
So depressing.
It does, doesn't it? But don't give up so quickly. You may be stuck down there with neither hope nor happiness, but allow Gentleman's Journal to throw you a rope and help haul you back to the world of reciprocal relationships. Brace yourself, gents. We're escaping the friend zone.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like any good escape, planning is key. One slip up and you'll fall back into the friend zone so hard that there'll be no further chance of escape. So think things through. You likely ended up being sidelined because of your own actions. Women will not one day wake up and decide that they're in love with you, and they're even less likely to make the first move. Keep that in mind, folks. If you stood by her platonically like a lemon for years, you've only got yourself to blame that any spark has fizzled out completely. Then again, if you have built a solid friendship, albeit one grounded on a foundation of deeper emotions, do you really want to jeopardize that for a shot at something more? If she rebuffs you now, you'll never get back to where you are, and it may not be a change for the better. You still with me, Neil?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Cool. Like an actual escape, if you panic and rush, you'll likely be caught out, tripped up, and ultimately thrown back into your platonic prison. The key to escaping the friend zone is pacing. So begin simply by talking to your mutual friends and dropping subtle hints that you want something more from the relationship. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This gossip will likely get back to her, and it will start informing how she views you. Next, start changing the way you act around her. Small steps, remember, such as being more overtly complimentary or spending more time together.
Sounds like
A
bad jump to me. Anyhow.
don't worry, big brother. A potential pitfall here is that you can sink deeper into the friend zone if she doesn't twig that you're trying to progress the relationship. The comfort factor may be ramped up. Remember that comfort factor? I can talk about that in a bit. Maybe ramped up, and you'll seem even more like just a friend than before. Stop carrying her bags. Refuse to talk about other guys she likes. And if you find yourself doing face masks or watching rom-coms together, take a long, hard look at yourself. Right? Breaking the touch barrier. This is important, right? Breaking the touch barrier is important. I agree. Slowly and respectfully, you need to break the touch barrier with your friend, as intimacy has been proven, even at a very minor level, to arouse feelings and create a desire for more. Be this putting your arm around her, or touching her arm when telling a story, or even placing your hand on the small of her back as you're walking along. Introducing more flirtatious contact will naturally influence how she views your relationship. As either a natural progression of your plan or a Hail Mary, when you realize she's not going to realize your feelings without having them parading in front of her, coming out with it and telling her straight up how you feel is the best way to get everything on the table. Try to be as sincere and serious as possible. Turning it into a joke is something a friend would do. Be heartfelt, but avoid making them feel uncomfortable. Tell them face to face and go for a public place in case it becomes awkward and you need a quick getaway. Sorry, robbing a bank. Whatever terrible scenarios you've cooked up in your head, however, are unlikely to unfold. You're friends, so if she doesn't want anything more than what you've currently got, she won't want to hurt you either. Buddy, deal with the fallout. In a perfect world, she'll reveal that there have been similar feelings at her end, and you will live happily ever after. The band will swell and all of that, and the music will come up, right? More likely is that you both decide to give it a shot, and it shakily blossoms into a brilliant relationship made all the better for your platonic beginnings. And if she flat out shoots you down, try taking some time for yourself. Turn to your friends for comfort, and don't blame yourself if it ruins the friendship. Better to be free than stuck in that dark and lonely friend zone forever. And on that, we definitely agree. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So, now the article was very well written, folks, and I applaud the effort. Let me see who it is that wrote it. Can't remember the name. What is it? Jonathan Wells. Jonathan Wells. I applaud the effort. But I feel it necessary and responsible to let you, the people on the sound of my voice, know that you have a better chance of hitting the lottery than escaping the friend zone. Right?
Hallelujah.
A better chance of being struck by lightning twice than escaping the friend zone. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But before we crack on any further, as we are wont to do on this channel, we're going to have to define the terms so that we're all aware of exactly what we're talking about. And then we'll look at what actually happens in the friend zone, right? So first, what is the friend zone? The friend zone is a situation in which one member of a friendship wishes to enter into a romantic or sexual relationship while the other does not, right? So we're talking about two people, male, female, for the purposes of this particular conversation. And one of the two wants the relationship to go to something else, and the other does not, right? So what happens in the friend zone, right? One, you've been trying to make progress for months, but nothing physical has happened between the two of you, right? Fellas, we know how it goes, right? And I can come to all this in a minute. Two, she tries to hook you up with her friends. When you see that kind of things, you know you in the friend zone.
Emotional.
Believe it, right? You are the security blanket of sorts, right? So she got problems with boyfriends. She come in and she talking to you, right? you find yourself doing random favors for them. So usually fella again send out to buy a bottle of gas. Yeah. Run to the store and pick up, I don't know, soda water. Big at the people that make soda water. Right? You get the, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the gory details of their dating life with other people. Yeah. So you hearing about all the action that she had in the backseat of somebody's car and all that, all the wild things she do, when she put she head and all that. You getting all them details, right? You go out of your way. There's 6 here. 6. You go out of your way to make grandiose gestures like buying gifts, fancy dates, but to no avail. 7. You initiate most of your conversations with them, and the conversations are forced and non-suggestive. That's important. Non-suggestive. You let you know up front, they're not there for you, right? And then, this is the real one here. You look for signs of interest, despite having seen all of the evidence I know talk about. All them other things, you're still looking for evidence that maybe she might be interested a little bit. You know what I mean? Hmm. So, now that we've defined the friend zone as, you know, a situation where you got two people that want one relationship, the other does not. And the circumstances, the things that happen within the friend zone, let us now take. Right. We looked at it and we see that the end consequence of being there in the friend zone is an unequal relationship, the unequal friendship. So let's take a look at a screenshot that was circulating in Barbados, right here in Barbados a few weeks ago. And as I go through it, it's very short, but as I go through it, you're going to come to realize that most of the things that I just identified in them points as defining the friend zone, those things are contained in this very screenshot, right? Mm-hmm. So let me get the screenshot. Let me know when it could go.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
Yeah. So this guy wrote in to S News 246. Have you ever let me see if I can read this here as it is. Have you ever carried out a girl you've been talking to more than 10 times to different places to eat or party and still never got any cat? Reason I'm asking is because I've been carrying out this girl for a while now, and the woman won't even let me suck a bubby, fam. And we've been talking.
What?
And we've been talking from November 10th, 2021, and meet in person November 15th, 2021, and has been going out since then till now. I am even taking her out for Mother's Day, and Mother's Day was last month, right? I just find it weird and funny every time I make a move on her, she says she ain't about it or something, but just post for me, please. And the caption is, what is happening to dude, right? I can explain exactly what's happening to dude in a couple seconds. But we got a clip here, so for this guy to Steve Harvey is going to break it down for you and tell you exactly what is happening, and then again break it down even further, right?
Yes, Steve.
Because she gave him what we call the boyfriend disclaimer. Well, kind of, sort of, a version thereof. So let Steve Harvey talk, and then they can come back and tell you about the boyfriend disclaimer and what really going on. Right?
All right. So let me get Steve.
Well, my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because, you know, come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because, look, okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, yeah, we're friends. No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're
most
guys.
Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way. And you tell this to a woman and it just blows her back.
Yeah.
No, I have male friends. You have
Can
male
men and
friends because
women
they know it can be nothing
platonic
else right
friends?
now. I tell you what, all your male friends.
Steve Harvey just told you. By and
ask
large,
them
men and women
in a
can't be
friendly
friends, right?
way.
Yeah, I know that's harsh for people to hear, right? I think that is deserve a bumper clout or saying, yeah. Men and women can't be friends, by and large, right? Unfortunately for men, we like to think that this isn't the case. But women know this to be true, right? Women know this to be true. And how do we know that women know this? Well, I'm glad you asked, right? If men and women could be friends on the same level as men with men and women with women, then women wouldn't use the boyfriend disclaimer when you're trying to get with them, right? What is the boyfriend disclaimer? Allow me to explain. Have you ever been in a conversation with a woman and she finds a way, either casually or deliberately, to let it be known that she has a boyfriend? Sometimes she even shoehorn it in there into the conversation, like Commerarians letting you know that they went to school at Commer.
Or they tell you about other things happening with some guy in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If men and women could be strictly platonic, there would be no need for women to drop the "I got a man" line. And those of you who grew up in the 90s, you know that line was so big that I had a whole rap song about it back in the day. Like, I got a man, what's to do with me? You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to hear that. See, that's a big track.
A big track, a huge track, right? So women know instinctively that when men approach them for a reason. And that is why the boyfriend disclaimer comes out, right? My mind there, so just now in the well, let me come back to here in a minute. We got another one that we gotta get up on screen here. There's another screenshot of a guy, poor guy. This guy is firmly entrenched. So let me look at this fella, right? Let me know, Neil.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, poor man so deep in the friend zone. Check this out. From top golf to dinner, flowers, ice cream, and horseback riding. You outdid yourself on this friend date, Daniel. You wanted to set a standard for how I should be treated, and you sure set a high one. I thank God so much that he put an amazing friend like you in my life. Aw. Thank you for making me feel like a true princess. # still single though.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah. Now that pic is the very definition of sadly hilarious to me, right? Now this lady didn't only call it a friend date.
What's that?
I refer to him. It's a friend date, like a play date with children. You know what I mean? But just as friends, grown ups. Can't play dates as a grown up, so it's a friend date, right? She also referred to him as an amazing friend. But she even went the extra mile to use # still single though. Just so that he wouldn't get the wrong idea. But more importantly, potential suitors would be aware that she's still very much available.
Also,
right?
before you take this down, right? I also want to point out. Where is it? You wanted to set a standard for how I should be treated. What?
Yeah.
So your friend set an example for what men should do. Men that really romantically involved. Meaning that you know full well that the man interested in you though.
Yeah. And she's also, and we can also infer that the people she's already talking to don't treat her like that. They don't give her that stuff, right? So allow me to quote Rollo Tomasi, right? Let me quote Rollo Tomasi here. Women have boyfriends and girlfriends. And if you're not sleeping with her, you're a girlfriend. So condolences to that young brother, right? Romantic relationships start with sexual urgency, tension, and arousal, right? You usually go from attraction to seduction to comfort. There must, I know we want to talk about, it's all matters on, it's all about what's happening on the inside, and it's about love, and Yeah, well, it sounds really good in theory, but there must be sexual interest, exploration of that interest, and then work towards a level of comfort between both persons involved, right? No, I know there's a conundrum now because I know we hear women say that friendship and rapport and comfort are the best way to a woman's heart. And we've been even taught that to believe that to be true, right? But folks, I am here to tell you, gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that this isn't the case. And we see that all the time, especially at the start of a romantic and sexual relationship. Friendship, comfort, rapport, yes, those elements are indeed important and critical to maintaining a good, solid, long-term relationship. But initially, women want and like sexual tension and urgency with men with whom they want to have sex. So to attempt to establish comfort first, fellas, at the expense or in place of sexual urgency is not only naive and backward at best, but to risk being considered a brother at worst. Yeah. How often have we heard women say, I see so and so like a brother? And this happens because that man approached the situation from the point of view of providing acts of service, creating comfort and all that, with the expectation that, well, if I do something for you, in exchange, you will give me sex, right? Rollo Tomasi again, in his book, The Rational Male, he calls this kind of reasoning the savior schema, where a man's expectation of reciprocation of intimacy, usually sexual, for problems solved, right? And our guy, he said it point blank. He's been taking her out and catering to her, and she wouldn't even let him suck a bubby, fam, right? Relationships between men and women start with attraction first and foremost. And to think that acts of service, right? Because a lot of you maybe do that, will make a woman come around to viewing you as a potential partner and mate is foolhardy to say the least. If the sexual interest isn't there, and a woman will let you know if it's there. If it isn't there, fellas, just move along quickly and quietly, right? There's a viral video right now of a young lady on an Instagram live show who rejected a young nuclear physicist. Look out for that short coming very soon, right? She rejected this young nuclear physicist because he seemed boring and didn't have any personality. But what that young lady was really trying to verbalize is that she didn't feel any sexual urgency or tension when she interacted with him, right? Fellas, a woman who is interested will let you know that she's interested, one, and two, she will make it easy for you. I'm not saying you should be easy to get into bed, but she'll definitely make it easy for you to approach with an intention to get to the bed sooner rather than later, right? You hear me say all the time on this channel, right? We had the man with the playlist a couple months ago. He'd spend 2 hours making a playlist, and she went up with your boyfriend, listen to it, all right? And then we had our guy, young Juanito, yesterday.
Juanito, te quiero.
Te quiero, really, ours pretty and crying bad. And my man, Cowboy X, Nacho Vidal, he black hat. You know what I mean? Like he there singing. He got stand up singing.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He making she sing.
Correct. Fellas, if she's interested, you will not have to wear her down. And if you have to wear her down, it means she doesn't want to be with you. So would you want your relationship to be essentially a hostage situation? I don't think you would, right? Now, before I wrap up, I feel it's only fair to bring some balance. So let's establish and acknowledge that both men and women can end up in the friend zone. Here we are, Carrie Ann, right? The friend zone has a sister called the booty call, right? Get me, man. Get. The friend zone has a sister called the booty call. Women hate the booty call. because the parallels between the friend zone and a booty call are striking, right? I mean, let me just tap back quick so it can give you what happens in the friend zone, and we're gonna apply this to the booty call and see how it works, right? You've been trying to make progress for months, but nothing physical has happened between you. But we know in a booty call it is action, so let's change that. Nothing emotional has happened between you, and it reading a little different now. We're talking about the booty call. I'm not gonna try to hook you up with your friends, but he makes it clear, yeah, I really about it. You find yourself doing random favors. You go to your way to make grandiose gestures. And then you look for signs of interest despite all of the above, right? Kind of omitted a few of those in the interest of brevity. Brevity is the soul of wit, right? Being in the friend zone, fellas, means 100, well, not fellas, ladies and gents. Being in the friend zone means 100% emotional investment and no sex. On the flip side, being a booty call means 100% sex and no emotional investment. Let me read that again for the people in the church, right? Being in the friend zone means 100% emotional investment and no sex. Yeah, so you there, you're listening to all the stories about all the other men that she dealing with, the man that won't treat you right, and you there waiting, you turn, trying to double dutch this thing, waiting to get in, right? On the flip side, being a booty call means 100% sex. So you get all the sex you want, but there's no emotional investment from that man. Ladies, if I onto this thing, drop some ones in the chat and let me know if I right. Fellas, if you think I right, put some ones in the chat too, right? So, if you find yourself, ladies and gents, in either of these situations, either in friend zone or as a booty call, this is the solution. Move on. It's not going anywhere, and it's in your best interest to say what you want. I think I heard you saying this, Neil. I'd be probably sure. Say what you want versus what you're not getting and move on. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you saying this is great and all, but it's not what I want, so I gotta move on. There's nothing wrong with that. And then making an intentional move to get out of the friend zone / booty call, right? Make no mistakes about it, ladies and gents. You are in no position to make demands. Let me say that again. You are in no position to make demands. There's no, I'm doing X, Y, and Z for you, so I deserve to be treated in this particular fashion. Nah, there's none of that for you. You don't deserve anything. Yeah, I know that's rough to hear, but you don't deserve anything. Yeah. In this life, you get what you can negotiate. And if you're in the friend zone, you don't have the leverage to negotiate simply because you don't have something in which the person in which you're interested wants. So you can't force attraction or desire. You can't browbeat someone into being in a relationship with you. That's Stockholm syndrome, right? So gents, you can't buy your way out of the friend zone. You can't serve your way out of the friend zone. Ladies, you can't sex your way out of the booty call. So if you ever notice that you're in the friend zone or you're a booty call, the only thing to do, folks, is get out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are indeed watching the Senate podcast. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Just like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. As I said before, we do content for you 5 days a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do this type of content on the live stream. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we do the Senate shorts. We try to release those around midday or so. Those are a bit more lighthearted, like my man Juanito, even though there was there was some information that we disseminate. That one is a bit more broad-based, even though sometimes we try to find relationship thing, like being a released nuclear physicist tomorrow. Nuclear physicist is indeed going to be a banger, very interesting. So if you do indeed like what we put it down or dislike what we put it down, like, comment, share, subscribe, dislike, comment, share, subscribe, and share. Most importantly is share with your friends and family. Now, for me, Derek, we had a conversation earlier this evening, and as I tell you, friend zone is particularly triggering for me, right? And it's rooted in several things for me. But I think primarily it comes down to I've been in situations where you tell the woman straight what time it is, what going on. You make the intentions known. Shoot, for you to make the intention known, you sometimes make that intention known within your actions, right? Based on what you do and how you create space for them, etc. Right? And then a lot of women, well, not a lot of women, sorry, don't let me say that, but some of the women that I have had that situation with would would um would tell me them about it and then give me reasons why they're about it, which is fine, which is all right. But then try to engage me. I remember I was speaking about this at the top of the program where I was in a zone in my early 20s, and I had really really liked this woman. I was I really did love her. But she, she I thought she felt the same way. We would go out a lot. We would go to the drive-in, etc. I would be her plus one to certain events, and I would come over to her house. She didn't live far from me, so I would go to her house and we would hang out or whatever, hang out with other friends, hang out individually or whatever. And we would have. It was never anything physical in terms of like sex, kissing, and like that. But there would always be conversations, deep, moving conversations about life, dreams, desires, trauma. We had that type of conversation. I eventually told her, what time it is. Shoot, her family was even telling her, no, I'm gonna let you, man. Got saying for you, because she told me she was about it. And then I would pull back. I would say, well, all right, no problem. If we can be friends, then I would just cool my beat. And then invariably, back then there was no internet. We were talking on the phone, so being landline, not cell phone either. Used to call up.
Back in the day when I was young and not a kid anymore.
Right? So so yeah. And then I remember I told her point blank this way is. Anyhow, she would re-engage me, we would have conversations, she would tell me she wanna go out and hang out or whatever, whatever. And me and my dumb ass would be like, yeah, let me hang out, as friends or whatever. And then so I don't know when it started, but there was a lot of like I don't even remember who did it because it wasn't me. Because I'm very sensitive with touch. I don't really like people touching me unless. Let me put it like this: I make a mental note of every time somebody touches. Touch is a very serious thing for me. So I would not just willy nilly gonna touch somebody if I know what I mean. I'm not that type of person to go force myself touching at somebody and then tell me that me about it, right? But I remember she would there was a lot. After a while, it was like touching, holding the hands, that sort of stuff, hugging, and then invariably it got to that point where there was a kiss, and you know, I remember she told me that she's still about it, and I was like, "Oh, you fucking wrong." I sorry for my strong language, but I was like, "Nah, that is disrespect." And eventually, we did get together. We did, she did admit that she did like me and she did care for me, but there were reasons why she didn't think it would work, and we got in a relationship, and she told me that the reason why she had me in that position is because she liked my attention. She liked me. She physically she was attracted to me, and she liked my presence, and she liked plus one, but she didn't think I was, that kind of man. But anyhow, relationship didn't work out, so maybe she was on to something. Regardless, I think friend zone is one of those things where, um, and let me try to be very tactful here without vulnerable, but friend zones for me and how I approach women, um, I have found myself being very intentional with how I move. And I think that how I move with women, I think more men need to do that. I don't I don't have to tell a woman, that I like you and I want you. Like you can tell, right? I'm sorry to put it to you ladies, but um I agree with Steve Harvey on the point where I think men and women can be friends. I think there is a space where men and women put that out there and set that disclaimer. However, I think most men are friends with women because the women have relegated them to the zone. The man got something for you, the man either know like she got her man or husband, I dog and violate, or I getting the vibe she ain't really about it, or whatever. The point is, you know full well, man, you in the friend zone and you know what's going on with that. But men are friends with women because the women let them know whether directly or indirectly that nothing else can happen. For me, I create space for people that I care about, right? And sorry to tell you, ladies, but I am having conversation. I am not having certain types of conversations with someone, a woman, and it'd be like, yeah, you're my good friend. Sorry to tell you, but while I have good friends, I have very great friends. Derek and I, we are great friends, right? And we do have vulnerable conversations or whatever and whatever. But I don't talk to Derek every day. Like about, well, that's not true because we do talk every day, but it's not. We don't talk every day about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like we just talk about the show. We just talk about certain things happening outside of the world. We talk about things in a friendship manner. Shoot, we just tease each other. We just rag on each other. We just, talk shit about each other and stuff like that, right? I don't do that with the women in my life. And if I don't do that with the women in my life, what would you think? And I understand men and women are different. I can't approach women and things like that. But if I talk to you every day, if I am making time and space for you to engage you every day, and in some cases to engage in every moment of the day, and in some cases certain times of the day, I am making it a point to say I am creating space for you. I may not be asking you how you doing or tell me about you, my friend, or whatever, but I am creating space for you. I like you. And if you have a man in your life that does that, where you talk to your friend several times throughout the day, like you said, man, I don't know, y'all just talk. Y'all just talk, have conversations about things, whether in passing or whatever. And that man is creating space for you. That man likes you. If you were to come and say, I like you and I want you, the man said, bet. So do not, what pisses me off about the friend zone is that there are women out there that feign ignorance. Oh, I didn't know you like me. I didn't know it was nothing so this and that next. Yeah, but we start 12 o'clock in the night though. All 2 o'clock in the morning we be talking. You think I start with my male friends like that 2 o'clock in the morning? You think that I be talking about with Derek, I be talking about, here's my dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and I'm afraid of spiders and my favorite color is blue. You think that is conversation that is having with my male friends? No. So because you don't have them with your girlfriends either. Let's be frank, yo, because you do not have conversations with your friends, your female friends, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, talking about hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and how sometimes I find it funny how, and I send you funny memes at 3 o'clock in the morning, and this is my favorite movie. I really like this movie, and here's my favorite. No, you don't do that with your girlfriends, and men don't do that with their guy friends. So do not feign ignorance when all of a sudden now I tell you I like you and I want you, or I try to make a movie. You tell me, was this here? No, because I put in the groundwork. Now, if it is a situation where you set boundaries, because I was talking about this earlier, if you set boundaries and you said, okay, this is my friend, but when 10 o'clock come, we done talking, or certain things are not going to be on the table, or we're not going to have conversations throughout the day like that on a certain clip. Right? You beat it like a friend. If you were to treat your guy friend or your female friend like how you treat your actual guy and girlfriends, then that's a different conversation. But if you out there want that male energy, right? Or that female energy. And you, as you said about the booty call, you hitting up a woman to hang out online and to have sex, right? For physical intimacy, right? You damn sure are doing that with your guy friends. And you don't do that with the girlfriends that put you in the friend zone or that you are truly friends with. So let us be very, very clear about this. Women, men, you know full well when you're doing ignorance in this friend zone and booty call thing. You know. Do not try to convince me like, oh, all of a sudden I didn't know that this man liked me and like next. When this man just tell you his fears, especially when a man is being vulnerable to you, ladies. When a man is being vulnerable to you and he's saying something like, I really do have trauma with my mother or with women in my life, or, there's a certain something that I need to deal with, or, I have a fear or anxiety about my health. And if a man sharing them things with you, they might into you though.
Yep.
Because
no doubt.
Because I got health concerns. You think I tell Derek my health concerns? You think I tell my guy friends my health concerns? You understand? I mean, sure, you might say, I got a little niggling injury here, or if it's serious, if it is like life threatening, that's different now. You understand? And maybe we should normalize that. We should normalize as guys, as men, speaking to our friends more and being more vulnerable with our guy friends, and our guy friends and men holding space for women like that. But until we normalize that, until we really deal with that, if a man is talking to you at 12 o'clock at night, and you are sharing vulnerable, intimate things about yourself. It could be, I don't like my behind. I don't like whatever. It could be whatever you are sharing stuff with, right? That a friendship. That is not a friendship only. You know that man like you, and you probably got some intimate feelings for that man, but you're not trying to recognize that. So you either do one of two things. One, as Derek said, you know you shut it off and be friends, and you really respect the man or the woman and say, here, children, I can't really do this no more because I ain't really booked you in that sort of form or fashion. So let me keep it above board. Or you consider your feelings and emotions, have a very long, hard conversation with yourself, and decide if this is really something that you want to pursue or not. But stop dipsy doodling the public and saying, I didn't know you don't want a relationship, my girl. I didn't know you don't like me like that, my guy. We's friends though. Like my girl here saw that there had just now the woman say, this is because this is another thing too. I can put her on screen again because there's another thing. She is publicly stating that she is still single and that this guy is her friend. But does this dude know that? Right? Because from Top Golf to dinners to flowers to ice cream to horseback riding, you outdid yourself on the friend date, Daniel. No, Daniel, you bought flowers and everything for this one. I'm sorry to tell you, right? Because I know I can hear it. Oh, but so you can't buy flowers for your be his friends. You can't buy for no. Because I understand men and women are different in terms of emotion and things I like and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna use the analogy that I don't buy flowers for my guy friends. I understand women like flowers and everything like that, but flowers are for showing interest in. Let's look at history. Throughout history, when a man gives a woman flowers, what does that mean? Shoot, at a wedding, the man used to give the woman flowers. Why?
Well, for the 1500s, it was a kind of mass descent because they didn't used to bathe and thing. But that's a bit of trivia that people don't really need to know.
Well, again, you did say that this is a channel of academia.
Yeah, indeed.
Right? So please understand, right? If I am your friend, if any woman watching this, if we are friends, if we are truly only platonic friends and there is nothing ever else gonna happen between me and you, and we are going to always be friends, I am not buying you flowers. Do not message me after 10 o'clock. I don't want to hear about how I am not sharing my trauma and my issues with you. You understand? Unless I really need to lean on you that sort of way. Treat me like you would treat your girlfriends. And I don't mean any, because I don't mind you sending me a picture of Michael B. Jordan telling me, oh, you're so sexy and next scene. But I mind. Let me say I don't mind. I mind.
Same.
But the point is,
see that.
Right. I try to see that. But if I am relegated to just a friend, you have an interest in men and whatever, then treat me like a girlfriend is what you're trying to get at. But don't send me the pictures and the men don't tell me about things or whatever. You got girlfriends for that, right?
Right.
But I will treat, if we are friends, then I would be like, yeah, what's going on? How you doing? You know what I mean? How is everything? Everything good? No, I got a little problem here, so okay. Well, how can I go about solving it, whatever? Anyhow, keep good. Get him safe. Right? There's nothing wrong in friends going on a friend's date, as this woman talk about. But if we going on a friend's date, I can carry you for coffee. We can have a coffee. We can catch up on work, life, and keep it pushing and trucking. And that is not happening every week. That is not happening every month. That is happening every so often. Because you got girlfriends, ladies, that you don't see every week. That you don't go with every week. That you don't see at that kind of clip. You understand me? So why you expecting that from me as a man? So, I see Lee the ladder theory. There's a whole website. No. But anyhow, that's a bit triggering for me because I hate that I didn't know or oh shoot, I never considered. That has boiled my blood. Because you may not have considered, but you know though, you damn well know.
Sure.
Shoot, Kevin, and who paying? That's another thing too. If you go up on a friend's date, it's 50-50 though.
Must be.
In it.
Must be.
In it.
I got some good girlfriends there, right, Neil? And you know them too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Good girls.
Rennie, Nadia, Lane. That's my girls.
Good women.
And every so often we will roll out, we go, we have a lunch or dinner or something, and we kick it, right? But you don't hear each other every day. And the three of them is certainly calling me every day, and they going and, you know, not to say that I would mind if we heard each other every day, because we cool late out from school, right? But we certainly in one other space every day, like trying to get on, like if doing my woman things, but still not doing my woman things. You know what I mean?
Yep. So let me Jamaican say cut the fuckery. You know full well what it is, right? And excuse me. Please consider, right? Back in the day, it used to be funny. Or those that remember landline, shoot, you might got it now where you FaceTime until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. If we texting 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the morning, we are not just friends. It is not just a platonic relationship. No, that does not happen. Is there a singular girlfriend that you message at 12 o'clock at night? And do you message that woman every night or every other night at 12 o'clock at night when they got long standing conversations? No. So let me cut that out. So if women, if you, I know there's a space for men, but if you have a man in your orbit, you doing the things that I've described, talking to this man late at night, talking about certain things, want this man to share and be vulnerable to you, etc. You have a suitor. You have a man of interest. Whether you're interested or not, you need to discern, and you need to either let that man go or pursue something with that man. Right? You can't tell a man about your boyfriends and who hurt you and this and that and the next. But men, because this is the thing, you know. Most men do not come and say, without some prompting. A man is not going to come and say, oh, my woman here give me, we's friends. So first things first, right? If men and women are truly friends, man ain't come and say, you know, my woman gave me some trouble here, so I don't know. Tell me what you think about this or whatever. That does not happen at a majority clip. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There it has women for, and the thing is, I understand people may come and say, oh, y'all statistics. Men in the chat, women, y'all have female friends. Do you talk to your female friends without prompt about your relationships and the women that you are seeing? Do you just up and say, hey, what's going on, man? My cool, man. And it's look good, yeah. This woman here, so she, or, because that's the negative. We are more willing to share the negative. What about the positive? Do you come and say, yo, last night I went with this girl, man. It was such a great experience. Yeah, man. We had some intimacy and she hold my hand. And do you do that? Because watch, girls, and women, men just do it too. When we go out with a woman or you go out with a guy, just come and give back the deets. It might not be like gory and detailed, but you come and say, how was the date? Man, it was good, man. We, you know, he was a gentleman, he held out the chair for me, and he suggested we did this, and he smelled so nice, and this and that. Next man might say, man, look, she looked good, yeah, you want her to dress and thing. And, you know, she was cool and thing, you know, she cool and whatever. Nah, if me and you is friends, right? Why are you telling me about you went out with a man?
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Right? Wait. You know, if I am a man and I come to you and I say, you went with this girl last night, it was good. We don't do that with women. You may feel comfortable doing it with me, if we have established that we are friends. And it comes down to establishing the relationship. You see, friend is a very varied and multifaceted term. You see, platonic friend, then a dipsy doodling that. You understand? So if we are friends, any number could play. We have friends. Friends encapsulates acquaintances, people you know in passing, close friends, best friends. When you use a platonic friend, you is that. You are that. You are a platonic friend.
Nothing for you.
Good. So if you are platonic friends, treat me as a platonic friend and I will treat you as a platonic friend. What are you engaging me after 10 o'clock for?
But you see, Neil, the challenge is, and I can be fair and I can go from both sides. So the women still want the male presence and somebody to share stuff with, from a male point of view, or even to get resources from. And then on the flip side, the man wants sex. So am I gonna be like, yeah, she give me sex, I can take it. You know what I mean? But there's no emotional attachment going on. For the women, she's getting all the emotional stuff she needs. Somebody to tell she how good she look and how nice and how good of a person she is, and she doesn't have to put out. So that is like a fantastic deal for a woman, right? And I see Erica asking, is she the bad guy? Daniel being told what it is, but don't want to accept it. That's why he going all up with the friend date. Daniel being manipulative and insincere too. Thank you for addressing that. It's both of them. Yeah. She knows the situation. She knows that Daniel will cater. And it was for her birth. No, it was a friend date. It was not a birthday thing. But just for a friend date, right? She get golf and flowers and dinner, like screaming, all kind of thing. And poor Daniel, all he did doing is listening to problems. For she to say, well, yeah, you're an amazing friend, hashtag still single. So Daniel gonna know, well, yeah, they're not here for me and roll out. And by the same token, by the same way, Erica, you wanted the man to refuse the free cat, Daniel, you checking the thing. Because he felt it's Daniel. She can go to say to herself, you know what? I unfair this man. But the reality is, people don't refuse free things. so if there's a man coming and giving a woman your access to your resources, you're giving out your time and everything for free, shoot, she can take it. But the same token, ladies, if you get a man your sex for free, he can take it.
Yep. And that brings me to I like that you put it like that, right? Like, women are emotional, men are physical. So a man will be friends. They're using air quotes, y'all can't see me, but a man will be friends with a woman for access to sex. So if a woman decides to get him man sex, that's what he there for. Likewise, if women want emotional, emotional engagement. So if a man can give you that, you can take it. You know, in turn do free things. Well, happen? Talk to me.
Man, let me get some effect before I get the chat, boy. Kevin in the crack. Remember, Kevin says he did all of that at Christmas one year. A peel bag, handbag, and an encyclopedia for her daughter. It got a friendship plot.
Oh, right. That is emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
A friendship plot, my man?
My man got a friendship plot. Or called Dutch.
I'm sincere condolences, man. You didn't tell me that you pass on. Yeah, it is well my soul. But yeah, I will. If you, men and women will take free things. So don't let me say, oh, how dare you use and take advantage of mine. I mean, well, no, don't let me say that. I'm saying if you as a man offer free emotional engagement, the woman ain't gonna turn that down. You understand me? All I would say is just like personal time it is and no it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, my whole thing is that I think that we men and women, we need to set boundaries, and on top of that, we have to be more intentional with our engagements and relationships.
Definitely. And if we gotta stop thinking that we could kind of ease our way into a woman's heart by being this white knight on a white horse and all that stuff. We gotta start thinking like that. If you're interested in a woman, a matter of fact, if your woman interested in you, you can know. And you will know if you want to say, and interest is a funny thing, You might not be interested in a woman, but for the time she shows interest in you, you start to look at that woman a little differently,
Facts.
It's a real strange thing. A woman be going, no, you will, and I've had that very experience a couple of times. Women just speak to you, and then it's like, okay, your impression of her changes, and suddenly she looked more attractive. You know what I mean? She seemed a little bit more personable just because she was willing to say hello or show some kind of interest or something like that. And then you can take that and turn it into your own level of interest. Interest is a funny thing, right? So we as men need to say, well, look, and I ain't telling you, yeah, girl, give me some of that. Nah, that ain't kind of approach we're talking about here, right? That ain't what we're talking about. But making your intentions known. Listen, I like you. As need to say, I like saying I want you. And if some women will be deceptive and say, well, yeah, I just need a little time on it. That woman ain't in the time. If a woman let you, she let you, and she knows she let you, and she will make it easy for you. So for time you hearing the, I don't know, and then get out, fellas.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, we're getting on the chat, man.
Yeah, let me check in the chat here. So because the chat's had to pick up there a little bit idea with Kevin's story. So let me backtrack to the top where it came in. See Tolly's in the house. Yeah, and Carrie, I say, I believe men and women can strictly be friends if that is what they agree to until someone says they're interested in more. Yeah. You know, when it is said by someone there is interest in more, it can be complicated, especially if the person receiving the info is not interested. That is then textbook friend zone. But it can be a splendid affair if both interested, right? They say having a woman, for fellas, as a friend is kind of like rearing chickens, man. At some point, you know, you can just get around to eating it. Pun intended. Yeah? Steve, first you have to ask why women put men in the friend zone, knowing full well they're interested. Is it to keep him around to get that validation and access to male benefits, example, favors, etc.? Yes. In a word, yes. That is the way to do it. Or sometimes what happens is a woman might be waiting for that social proofing, right? So she might be on the fence about you and she needs to meet with the committee, the girls, to figure out if to engage you or not, right? Or there's another variable. She might be waiting to see somebody else express some interest in you. I know you're pre-selected, social proofing, she can rock with you. But if nobody ain't dealing with you, everybody checking for you, then the reason for her to check for you too, right? Or you like him but not enough to cross that line into romance. Friend zone is the phantom zone. Yeah. Tango Fox. It is possible I have platonic female friends that I help, and there's absolutely zero chance that there will be anything between us. Good for you, my brother. Carry on. Some women friend zone men because they want to play the game and see if the guy is going to say something first, based on observation and conversations with some folks I know. Yes, that is definitely true. We did a short about that some months ago with a woman who's message saying but one or it was a great date and all, but she didn't know if it can work out. My mom said, all right, no problem, keep pushing. And she was like, we ain't supposed to go like that. I chase people, not women. That was funny to me. Right? Yeah. Cherish, because men will act on their attraction to see if the woman would consider him, but it's possible because if a woman denies the man can and will show respect to a woman that he is interested in the hope that she will change, and sometimes that doesn't become romantic. Yeah, left out that there. So if the woman tell you no, crack on to the next. I was in the friend zone, and when I was in my teens, when I had a crush on this girl, and she knew I liked her, but I was naive at the time and didn't understand the friend zone concept. But after a while, I saw that there was no hope, so I just decided to remain friends with her and focus on other things. Amen. Amen. Having been in the phantom zone myself, you were promoted after the guy she wanted didn't materialize. That was my case, and that happens later on in life. So be sure they're gonna come tomorrow. You won't be surprised to see her be the girl that rejected nuclear physicist guy, kind of trying to return to a guy like him, right? Annie C. Good night. Most of my present male friends started out with an interest on their end, and very few of them I was ever attracted to. So I never allow things to go beyond friendship. Yep, that's how it goes. And I don't believe at all in leading guys on, because we women hate to be hurt emotionally, and I think guys deserve the same respect. Amen. Hallelujah. Just keep things straight, right? Tango Fox, most of the women I'm currently friends with, I never had any romantic or sexual feelings for. We were members of the same group, and I wasn't in the group for that, with extremely few exceptions, right? Carrie Ann, I agree with boundaries. I believe men have women in friend zone initially and watch how they move before they actually say they are attracted to the woman. Will the men in here say this is true? I don't think it is. Men are often very clear if they want peace or not. Mr. Moore says men and women can be platonic friends, but it's a very thin line. Either the man or the woman can offer advice to avoid the pitfalls in any future relationships. Okay. Be good, but these brass places ain't easy. Okay. Not sure what missed there.
No, that's what I was asking. I was asking everybody how they're doing. So.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I often wondered why everybody doesn't get friend zone. Only the ones we're interested in. If nothing is going to come of the relationship. Yeah, friend zone is a real thing. I'm so happy that I kind of figured out or ran into this space, and you kind of notice when you're in the friend zone, or like some of the stuff that now I wish I knew when I was 20, so that I could have avoided some of the things I ran into. But please remember, folks, fellas in particular, please remember, if a woman is interested, she's going to make it, she's going to give you choosing signals to let you know to approach, and then she's going to make it easy for you to approach. She's not going to make it easy for you to get her in bed. That's not what I'm saying, but she's going to make it easy for you to approach, right? Keep that in mind. Tango Fox says he short was cruel. Take care, though. Yeah, Steve, you can't get none of the things that happen with other guys because she respects you too much. Yeah, that happens for real. You hear that kind of stuff. That's when you're truly a brother, regarded as a brother, right? And if you are, and that's the next thing, fellas, if you ever hear that you're regarded as a brother, it's time to move on. It's over.
Anything else to do?
Yeah, because that sexual attraction, that sexual tension is important. If you're in the friend zone and you know that friendship is not enough for you and that you are waiting for something romantic to evolve, walk away. Nothing but hurt waiting for you. Amen. NATO, no action transport only. There's so many of those guys walking around. Greetings to my guy Marlon in the house. Marlon, I saw you on the road here recently. We want to talk about your business, so. But good to see you. Good to see you back in BIM, brother. Erica, there's friends, and then there's getting used and played. Reciprocation, appreciation, boundaries, and respect sets the two apart. But all those things need to happen at the beginning, right? You can't be setting up boundaries and asking for the reciprocation and all that after you have already shown that you both it, and the other person already knows that you both it and them ain't both it. If you get what you're saying, right? Miras, no man, that woman terrible. Miras, yeah, carry on. Both damn friend date. Good night to my guy Phil. Yes, Erica, the still single though is emotional damage. Alligators and gazelles could never be friends. What comfort? What? Another man got you scotching and you both there serving. Error, push and find another one, fam. Aston, you are a true poet. Alligators and gazelles, yes. Carrie Ann dropped some ones. Said, let me brace. There was nothing to brace for. It was just, making a point. Yeah, I tried to read this ladder theory thing, Lee, while the show is going on, but I can't really listen to what Neil's saying. I read the same thing, so we're going to read that after. But it looks particularly interesting. Kevin asks, who is paying? Yeah. Because that's the next thing. If you're going to be using your resources to facilitate these dates, all the time, you got a problem. And if you could think back to when we were in the lead up to Christmas last year, I told you, gentlemen, if a woman is interested, she will spend her money on you. Yeah, she will spend you. You can get sex, you can get not just any kind of turnover, cockroach, starfish sex. You can get the real sex with the got 10,000 and all that. You can get that if she's really interested. And she can spend some money on you too, right? Mm-hmm. And she can give you her time. hopefully you don't have to deliver that sermon again. For next
brother,
Christmas.
I feel like every Valentine's
Go
Day,
bring that about every quarter.
every you gotta bring that every quarter, dog.
I mean, gotta bring that in the lead at the crop over because girls might want some
Oh yeah,
costumes.
yeah.
And, you know, my guys, my guys might decide, shoot, let me buy some costumes here. The costumes going at $1,500 and thing these days. So, yeah, be aware, guys. But the girlfriends ain't gonna pay for the entire friend's date, though. That is important. Mark Rudolph was doing a show one time, and he made the point that for the time testicles become involved, all of a sudden now the man is the person who's supposed to pay. Women will go with their girlfriends to split the bill, to travel with their girlfriends to different countries and all that, to split the bill, ain't a problem. But from the time two testicles are involved, suddenly now the burden of finance seems to rest solely, well, not solely, let me be fair, largely with the man, right? And that's one of the things that people push back against, right? Sharing intimate details and personal things makes people closer together, increases intimacy. Facts. Yeah. And then we got down to my man, Kevin, with this horror story that he was sharing here. Yeah. The damage already done, Aston boy. Lee says there are a lot of men like Daniel. Yeah, that's the hurtful part. But the amazing thing is that they don't want you to believe that there are a lot of men like Daniel. But shoot, even Kevin here so saying that he gets on Daniel treatment. I'm sure the other men in the chat gets shoot. If you in the chat tonight and you get some Daniel treatment, you spend some money and thing, and it really ain't work out how you expecting. Put some ones in chat, man. Put some ones in chat if you get some Daniel treatment. Let me know.
Kevin, I don't mean to be bad, man, but you still got the plot. I don't mean to be bad, man. Or more importantly, that person's still your friend.
Man, he get a plot, then gotta be friends still.
Friends for life, man.
For life. You know,
bad
friends for life.
They bad boys. Yeah. What I would say though is that there was a point I wanted to make when it comes to you made a point just now. What was the point you made just now? You made the point. What was the point you made just now? You made the point just now that I can't remember. I lost my train of thought again. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, a lot of people giving one. No, I don't have it. Good on you.
Okay, good. Brother. Good for you, my brother.
Yeah. I hope you use it as kindling. I don't know, man. The right. It had to do with payment, right? And that's another thing too.
Yeah. Who's paying?
Right. That's another thing too. That's the point I want to make. Another thing. If a man carries you out, you left your purse home, you're not offering to split the bill, but it's your friend. I mean, granted, when you go with you girls, right? You know full well when guys go. I mean, guys don't go like that, but what we do? We's gonna line, split your drinks. What happened?
You gonna start reading this chat.
What was it?
Kevin talking.
Sandpaper with sword. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Sincere condolences.
Condolences, brother.
Yeah, but if you know, when you go out with your girls, right? You don't automatically assume your girlfriend is gonna pay. Shoot, if a girl makes, if you invite out somebody or somebody invites you out, if a girlfriend invites you out or you invite a girlfriend out, it is understood that the bill splitting. No, there are some women. Let me obviously put the caveat. There are some women that if I invite you out, to pay. But by and large, if you invite your girlfriend, right, and you invite your girlfriend out, she better what she buy, because she paying for what she eat. Right.
As a matter of fact, Neil, women get divided the bill, but you had this and you had that.
Oh yeah, so calculators.
I ain't paying for that. I had.
Oh yes, I've seen that. Like,
ladies, if I tell you the truth, put some ones in the chat, ladies. Shoot, Neil, we that school, we do home, man. We see some girls count out chips, dog.
Oh yes, yeah.
To make sure that the chips were evenly divided.
I
they counted the chips.
That was 30 years ago. No joke.
30 years ago.
Yeah,
They
boy.
counted the chips.
But you see,
At that level.
the writing was on your wall. See? But we were ignorant. That was back in the 90s. But we were ignorant, right? But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that women, you know full well when you invite out a woman or a woman invite you out when it's splitting the bill. Therefore, if you're going out with your friend, please, I have had the unique fortune of having friend being in the friend zone, and the woman still like would either pay or we would split the bill if she invite me out, depending on what. That's fine.
Mhm.
That's why I made that caveat. But there are some women out there. Let's not pretend that this is not a thing. That they are friends with this dude. They put air quotes with the friends. And when the man go pull he pocket exclusively. That is a date.
Mhm.
That's what that is. Not a friend date. Don't mind this woman here so with the horseback riding and Daniel talking about a friend date. That's not a thing. A friend date is not a thing. That is not a thing. A date is when you are going out with the express interest of getting to know someone better for romantic interest and involvement. So don't dipsy doodle the thing.
And that's where the man is spending his money, using his resources in order to try to get closer to get to know. So when you decide, well, hey, let me fleece this man, the next body dealing with ain't gonna get that treatment. You know what I mean?
Fast.
Lee, last time I went out with my friend, she literally set up a man, 10 girls let him in and she ordering champagne. I had my own tab. Next thing at the 11th hour, a man came in and he paid the bill. But I don't know what happened later that night. It was over $1,000. I paid my $80 and roll out so hard. Well done, Lee. And look, Lee paid her $80. Yeah.
But Lee, you know that man? You know that man
send me say, hey, sure.
Send the channel.
Yeah, if you can find your mom, make sure you can see this here. Real talk, right? Folks, it is 9:38 in Barbados and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Here we got a little 40-something seconds video there, so that I want us to watch because everybody has probably seen this video or are familiar with this video, and the caption says it hits differently as an adult. So even from when we was small, like people were trying to show us how this thing does really play out, and we just saw it as entertainment. But sometimes it's gonna pick up things from, the stuff presented to you. So we can run this one for you now before we shut off things here early tonight, right?
Just let me format the ASO. Right. All right. We should be ready here now. All right. We run the thing. First things first, shout out Jerry for saving his adversary.
Yeah, big ups.
Man, Jerry saved his adversary. Yeah, that hits different. Man, you gotta know it. Kenny Rogers said it best. You have to know when to hold him. You gotta know when to fold him. You gotta know when to walk away and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but the point is,
time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Right. So the point is, if you, sorry Kevin, I gotta bring you as an example, but if you buying all sorts of things and you get a friendship plot, you gotta keep it pushing.
Friendship plot so rough, right?
Yeah, friendship plot rough to all. I can't even thanks for joining.
The friendship plot is akin to #still single though.
Man, I know it rough. Because hashtag saying you could turn off your app and not see that door. You got to purposely
Facts.
throw away that plot,
Facts.
brother man. You got to purposely get rid of that plot. You can't keep that plot because that is if Kevin had that to this day,
that's a constant reminder.
Yeah.
To this day.
Look, for healing purposes, he had to get rid of that.
My drinky 750 gutter, man. Jeez, poor Tom.
Yeah, Tom had it rough. But yeah, fellas, you gotta know. If this woman, if you are giving her space and attention in that of a romantic part, right? You even come straight out and say, here, tune, this is what it is. This woman either outright tell you the same way it is, or she is keeping you at a distance, then you gotta know what time it is. Now, if that woman is not keeping you at a distance, but saying, no, it ain't so, but let me go to the movies, or let me go on a date. Come let me. Because after a while, when you are buying stuff and you carrying out this woman to dinner or whatever, and this woman is not letting you know full well that it's not so, you will stop that. Then the woman will start to suggest, let me go, I will let you never went to this new restaurant. Let me go to this new restaurant. This is like next thing third. Man, cut that out. Do I tell you? Cut that right out.
Yeah, folks. It is 9:42 in Barbados and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. We had a fairly interesting show tonight. I am grateful for all of you who tuned in. Yeah, grateful to be here, my brother Neil, as always. So yeah, man. Look up for a short coming tomorrow again. It is going to be a doozy.
Yep.
So yeah, Neil and I, we don't make up the rules. We just make sure you know what they are. Yeah. You can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Be the best version of you for you, and we are going to see you guys very, very soon. Please remember, folks, we're still in a COVID environment, so wear your mask, keep safe. We can see you later. Peace.
Right. Peace and love, people.